we don't know as much about our waterways as we probably should.
Do not use the water order for a number of counties in our viewing area.
Is something different? Is something weird? Is the water unusually warm? Is it unusually conductive?
There really wasn't a lot of information to be had in the beginning. There wasn't the research on crude MCHM. And we didn't know what the protocols and procedures were for shutting down a water plant of the size of West Virginia American Water's facility near Charleston along the Elk River. We just didn't know those things. And it took asking questions, investigative reporting, and a real sort of dogged determination to find those answers in order to get there.
That was the first thing that the chemical spill told us, is just how valuable it is. The second thing it taught us is that we have to be protective of that water. I mean, we have to be protective of that water because so much of our state, so much of our businesses, our economy depends on it. It is not just people who care about the environment. They care about the environment because of its value to the people that live here.
So this is the test run, trying out this little water sensor, put it inside a Gatorade bottle, and it's detecting through 2 screws in the cap of the Gatorade bottle the conductivity of the water. So conductivity of water will change depending on dissolved solids and salts in the water. So things that could be bad could be detected. Not things that aren't bad can also be detected, so that has to be investigated.
What happens here, where we get a lot of rainfall, we take water for granted. We're rarely under water stress in terms of water quantity stress. We just have so much water, and that water has a dilution value to it, so it dilutes our pollution. But what we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious situation, and not one that's just, environmentalists care about it. Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone or when it's not available to us.
This Gatorade bottle with this little board in it that slides right in the mouth of the bottle they put it in a cinder block. The challenge was to keep it secure in the water, so they actually mounted it inside a cinder block, and they just tossed it in, and we're going to pull it out tomorrow. It's writing every 10 minutes. It's writing the conductivity, the temperature, and the time onto a little memory chip, a little SD card. And we'll pull it out and see, A, did it stay dry? Did it work? And B, did it take readings? And can we see the temperature and conductivity change even over 24 hours?
This was really important, and we understood that this was important, not just to us, but more importantly to the community as well. And it was an amazing experience. Being the news director at that time at the station, seeing the way our staff, came together. It didn't matter how tired they were. It didn't matter how dirty they were because they'd been out and about trudging around some site someplace. There was a real sense of purpose in what we were doing.
What we're doing is making something that could be an early warning system, right? So the EPA and local governments can't monitor every stretch of every body of water the whole time, right? But a whole bunch of citizens with pretty cheap sensors and Gatorade bottles could, right?
So we have to be protective of it. And that doesn't mean saying nothing can happen around water, because again, there's so much water that's not even close to possible. But we do have to be vigilant when it comes to being protective of it.
I think now, knowing what we know from that event, moving forward, we can apply a lot of those principles.